What's happening? What's happening? YouTube world. This is the Pharaoh Mansa Musa. Today is what is today? What's today? 28th, right? Today's the 28th of March, 2019. I just finished doing a Comedic prayer. Today is a Comedic Holy Day, the ninth day of a Decon, 10 days. So it's actually nice and warm out now. It's been like that for maybe a few days. But this whole week is warm, and I'm hoping that spring is here because I'm ready for it. Um, and I'm getting ready for it. But yeah, New York, it was pretty cold up here. But I'm gonna tell you what, we had winter and all that, but winter was a little funny to me. I personally don't think that we didn't even have winter. It just felt like strong winds that eventually got cold. But whenever the sun was out and it was a day without winds, it don't matter like what time of the month, this happened on January, this happened on February. If it was like 2 days without strong wind or without, like rain and shit like that, it got really cold. I mean, it got really warm. Like it got warm quick. And my theory, and this connects to HAARP, is that there is no winter anymore. There is no winter unless you like in Antarctica or some shit like that or Greenland. I think Greenland is cold, right? Unless you somewhere like closer to the poles, there's no actually like, if you're way off the equator. So my idea of HARP is that this may be an organization or just the concept of weather control in general is that there is people that can control the weather through, let's say, the late great Nikola Tesla's technology, lost technology. But it's not necessarily for the sake of harming the planet more than just the whole greater scheme of things, meaning just to preserve life in colonial areas of the planet in general, maybe even the whole planet. So, in other words, I'm saying that if there is a which I do believe because I hear it, I'll be hearing it sometimes. Basically, it's an actual thing. Just basically, I wanted to say it, but I don't want to make it like crude. But I really do believe that it's impossible. Like it's like the Earth don't really want it to be like cooler or like a lot of seasons of weather. I think it's trying to open up its layer to let the sun's ray in to actually heal the planet from its perspective. So like the planet is a living organism on its own, just like how we live and breathe. The planet also live and breathe. And as you can see, there's a lot of destruction on the planet, a lot of destructive people. So my idea is that it's opening up to heal itself. That's just a way of its healing itself. Now I know people can say global warming and all these other things, but I don't know so much about that because there is documented times that the planet will heat up and cool down. It's just a natural phenomenon. We are not no different necessarily from the planet, just on a higher level than us, obviously a more divine level from our comparison. But it's just a living, breathing thing on its own as a whole as well, just like we are. And it's just going through a phase. And I mean, even the Bible, interesting enough, is supposedly said that death by fire. Now I remember in New York when it was summer, it was a way more hotter. Like there would be times when the sun, and I was outside a lot. There would be times that the sun would be beaming right on you, and it would feel really hot. So in my opinion, I think that that's just part of the plan of the planet to do that, to make things hot like that, to get things really hot. And this is basically people's response on the planet to kind of work with that and kind of create, make it so that we do have seasons, we do have weather. And of course, it can be used as a weapon, just like anything else that's beneficial to a society. That's a technology. It can be used for a weapon. But more importantly, I believe that it's directly being used for that to keep weather going. Because I noticed that this winter, compared to any other winters, like I'm in my 20s, but I never experienced another winter where it would literally warm up to like if you leave it alone to like 30s and 40s and 50, I mean to the 40s and 50s from like 20-degree weather like 2 days ago. And it's only like I'm saying, it's only cold because it's windy. It's not like the cold front comes in and it sits there it's like it's almost like it just warms up very quickly, and I think HAARP prevent was trying to prevent that from happening. Now it's like it's warming up, but it's only like it's still cold when it's windy. All right, I want this to be under 5 minutes.